Hey everyone, I wanted to share with you a kind of read aloud art math puzzle kind of thing that we're going to be doing here at the end of the school year. We are going to be reading aloud this book called Chasing Vermeer. And what's kind of funny is that ever since this book came out, like I was working in libraries at the time and I had wanted to read this, and I just, for whatever reason, it never made the cut of things that I read. And then recently I was looking for chapter books that had some kind of math component to them, and this one came up, and so I looked at it again and I was like, I've been wanting to read that. And it has pentominoes in it, which I thought my son would really, really enjoy. So the reviews on this were really mixed, so I wasn't sure, but I decided to go ahead and give it a try because I'd been wanting to read it anyway. So I decided, I've only read about half of it so far, but I think that my kids are really gonna like it. So I kind of put together just like a little kind of mini unit based around it, and I thought I would share it with you. So this is the book. It is, how many pages? 250, about 250. And it says, when a book of unexplainable occurrences brings Petra, Andali, and Calder Pillay together, strange things start to happen. Seemingly unrelated events connect, an eccentric old woman seeks their company, and an invaluable Vermeer painting disappears. Before they know it, the two find themselves at the center of an international art scandal, where no one, neighbors, parents, teachers, is spared from suspicion. As Petra and Calder are drawn into a mysterious labyrinth, they must rely on their intuition, problem-solving skills, and knowledge of Vermeer. Can they decipher a crime that has left even the FBI baffled? So it sounds really good, and so I found this pentomino set. It's called K-Tomino Pocket. I found this on Amazon. There were a lot of things that came up when I searched pentominoes that were not actually pentominoes. So pentominoes are basically, I think there's 12 shapes, and each one is made up of 5 equally sized squares, and they can fit together to form a rectangle. So this is the set that we got. So there's a lot that are on there that came up on Amazon that are similar, but they're not all 5. So you can see, like, here it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cubes would make that up. But there were some that they weren't all 5. So anyway, in this particular one, it has puzzles that you can do. You use this to decide how big your puzzle board's going to be, and then that will tell you how many pieces. And then in the little puzzle book here, it shows you like which pieces to choose. So I thought that would be fun. And then pentominoes are like, they each have a letter name based on what it looks like. Like this one is X, T, this one is Y. And so, like, in the story, Calder and his best friend make up a little code with the pentominoes. Let me see if I can find it. And they write their letters back and forth in the code. So I think my kids will have fun. Yeah, so like here's the code. And then some of the letters in there are in code. So I thought I'm going to copy these pages out, and you have to decode these to know what's in them. So we're going to do that. And the character Calder uses pentominoes a lot throughout the story, so I think that that's going to be really fun. And then I went through, well, I ordered a couple books from the library. I just got a book of all of Vermeer's paintings. There aren't that many of them. I think he only has like 32. So it wasn't hard to get a book with all of them. So I got that so that we can reference it. And then I went to my bookshelves and pulled a few books that we have that have Vermeer in them. So this one, which is a DK book, it's called Art and How It Works, has a 2-page spread here about Vermeer. And a lot of his work, perspective is very important in it. And so one of the things about Vermeer is they think that he maybe used a camera obscura to kind of draw out his his work before he painted it. So I think that we're going to get a box and we're going to build a camera obscura. So I thought that that would be something fun. I have built one before, so I think my kids can handle it. This book also has a section on perspective, so we can read that. And then we have our Child's Introduction to Art, and this has some information on Vermeer that we can read as well. And then I did grab a couple books. The one I wanted from the library has not come in yet. I forget what it's called. I can't remember. But anyway, these two came in, so this is what we're going with. This is Artists Through the Ages. And it has a lot of good information too. Sorry. Maybe one time I can film a video without my kitchen lights on so that you don't have to look at that. But there's a project in the back. That's not the project we're going to do. There's a bit about the camera obscura. So we will probably read this as well. And then this is another one I got. This one's a little weird, but we'll probably read it. There's like a story, and the story is made up, but then there's the facts about Vermeer in it are supposedly accurate. So I don't know. It wasn't my first choice, but anyway, it's still cute. And then I found a project online from this Liberty Hill house about perspective, and this did not print very well, but I think that we're going to do that to go along with it. I'm trying not to overcomplicate it like I tend to do, because I want to actually do this with my kids. So I think they're going to have a ton of fun. Even just with these two components, they would have a ton of fun, but I really want to tie in a little bit of an artist study and making some art with it as well. So we get to do reading, we get to do math, and we get to do art, and I think it's going to be fantastic. So I'm really excited about it. I'm probably more excited about it than my kids are. But anyway, so I hope that you maybe find that helpful, and maybe it will encourage you, if you don't do this, to maybe find other books that you can tie together with math or art. But I think this is going to be a really fun one. So let me know if you have questions down below, and I'll talk to you down in the comments.